Assalamu alaikum, everybody. It has been over a week. So just wanted to let you know I'm still here. My last vlog was the day before Eid. And as you could tell if you listened to it, I was a little down. Ramadan this year is a little hard for me. So I wanted to get back in the swing of everything and say hi to everybody and connect. And I'll talk a little bit about new Muslims and depression in Ramadan. It wasn't just me. It's a kind of a common thing. I'm seeing all over the web Muslims who are new to Islam, who are in a place where there's not many other Muslims, or they are made to feel outcast by the other Muslims because they're not, they're not Arab or South Asian. So, and that does happen. It happens. Okay. And everybody, I'm just hearing from all over. People are isolated because they're new. People are isolated because there's not very many Muslims. People are isolated because they feel very judged by the Muslims who are around them. I personally have gotten involved in a few groups over the past, over Ramadan really, that the people respect each other's opinions even when they don't agree, and they kick out trolls, and they kick out I learned a new phrase. It's the halal police. That's the people who post those posts. I think I've mentioned them at least 3 or 4 times here, where they want to make you feel bad for every little thing, like, oh, in this hadith it says this, or the Quran says this, which means you need to do this. The halal police. I told somebody I hate this term because there's actually halal police in places like Saudi Arabia. They're not called that, but that's what they are. And here I am using that term because it's people that nobody wants to hear on the internet. People are saying, you should do this, you should do that. Agree, hit yes. If you love, if you love being a Muslim, and you do this. And they're trying to tell you how to dress, how to act. And one of the groups I've joined lately has been a women's feminist group, and Muslims feminist group. And what I've learned is you don't have to listen to these people. And it's always men, of course, that are posting those things on how we should dress, how we should act, blah, 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 because, that makes so much sense. Anyway, so back to depression. So many new Muslims and converts are very depressed in Ramadan, and it's not an unusual thing at all. It's crazy. I'm just seeing so many posts where people are at their wits' end, and I was obviously very lucky. I did not understand that. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, poor me, I'm alone. The only other Muslims here are Chinese, and I can't speak their language well enough to communicate with them, and they don't even, my Arabic is limited to some of the verses of the Quran. Their Arabic, same thing. That's the problem. The Arabic that we share is mainly just for the purpose of prayer, so we can't even connect there. So I'm not around other Muslims, and here I am, wah, poor me, all by myself. But I had things that some of these people don't. I got to sit and I researched and did so much reading, and I read the Quran like I'm supposed to. I did all the extra prayers. I followed everything, and it just made me feel I really did accomplish something, and I really did learn things about myself. So I feel like I had no right to be so upset and depressed that, oh, poor me, but that's not how depression works. You can't say I shouldn't be depressed because other people have it worse, because of course always somebody has it worse, right? So just when you get down, don't take it out on Islam. You can't. It's so hard. It's easy to blame Islam. It's easy to blame Muslims. It's easy to blame other people. It's easy to put all the blame on yourself, and oh my gosh, that's crushing. And I understand if you're like me, you didn't have people to celebrate and have that great Eid thing going on like everybody talks about. I haven't even lived in a place where I could do that yet. So this is my first 2 Eids were not exciting. Last year it was a little more exciting. I got to go eat Pakistani food and have some had henna done on my hands, and so it was a little bit exciting, but it wasn't like all the stuff you hear about how great it is and the comparisons to Christmas, which is that's a stupid comparison anyway. But that's not anything I've got to experience yet. Well, my boss, who grew up in a Muslim majority province and is not Muslim, she tells me about celebrating Eid as a girl, and I'm like, so as a child, you're not even Muslim and you got to celebrate this holiday that I've been 2 years now. But, so, just because you don't have those parts, that's okay, because that leaves us to focus on the other parts of Ramadan, the other parts, the prayer, the reading the Quran, the learning from the fasting and the learning and all those things, and what we gain from the what we gain from restricting ourselves and all that. And it's actually, I probably picked up more than a lot of Muslims who are just in it for the celebrations and the food and and all those things. So and I don't like the term Ramadan Muslim because I'm not. I pray all year round. I believe all year round. Do not wear hijab all year round. Don't wear it on Ramadan very often either. So I'm not a Ramadan Muslim, and the term's pretty rude because you don't know where anybody comes from. So just remember that, and try to be, if you're not a convert, or if you are a convert, same thing, be extra nice to converts, be extra giving. Sometimes it's hard. I know I'm somebody who is afraid always of getting rejected, so I have trouble reaching out for people. But that's what you should do. Reach out, help people to not feel so alone. Smile at other Muslims, accept them, even if you look at them and you feel that they are not your type of Muslim. Maybe because they look too strict of Muslim, maybe they're wearing a burqa, or the opposite, maybe they don't cover. So you don't feel that they're enough of a Muslim, and whatever the reason, don't judge people. Take them in. Don't turn people away from Islam with your own prejudices. And just remember that every convert out there is fighting that battle to be accepted. And of course, a lot of converts, don't have this problem. I understand that, but a lot of us are fighting that battle to be accepted, and we are just as much Muslim as you. We might not have been brought up and started learning the Quran at 3 years old, but we're just as much as Muslim. We believe we are. We deserve your love. We deserve your affection. And anyway, so this is way longer than it was supposed to be. I just wanted to say I'm back in the game. I'm not having these fits of depression anymore that came with Eid, and hopefully everybody else is breaking out of that too, and the rest of you are breaking out of your Eid bellies, and oh my gosh, and hopefully everybody's getting used to eating and drinking again. I'm not even drinking enough water now because I can't remember to drink water during the day. That's so stupid. Anyways, I know there was no point of this except to talk to you and catch up, and goodbye everybody. I love you all. Keep watching. I will come back with more informative and maybe helpful videos next time, but until next time, okay?